Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I'm Melinda J and you are on the Honey Soul Child Bottega spiritual channel where I talk about metaphysical and life, gems, advice, as well as doing reading, whether it's tarot or oracle readings at its finest. Okay. Now, today's message, this is an ancestral message from the ancestors type of reading. So without further ado, let's get on to it. Keep in mind, all this reading is timeless and this is for entertainment purposes only. Everybody is due to their free will, and I am not the person that will change your mind. However, I can provide you some guidance to utilize to utilize on your journey, and whether it's in the beginning stages, middle stages, or towards the mastery stage. Okay. All right. So let's get into it. Now, this spread is based off past, present, and future energy. So with this is the past, this is the present, and this is the future. And these are clarifying cards for these cards up here. All right. So that's how we're going to roll. All right, so the past energy, we have artist, creativity, and in the past you may have been the person that creates, and the fact that you're probably in a stalemate of not knowing where to go and feel like you're the term, everybody find your niche. However, you may be the type of person that specializes in whatever you put your mind into. So with this past energy of the artist card, creativity to be specific, the act of manifesting artistic expression requires you to listen closely to what inspires you and then take the necessary steps to see your vision through to completion. When artistic expression manifests in the physical realm, it has the distinct possibility of inspiring others. The artist ancestor that is hiding behind a cloak of fear and self-consciousness is willing to support you in this endeavor. As long as you are willing to allow them free reign, what is it that inspires you? What blocks you from following through? What are your fears that so far have prevented you from making art? What stories do you keep telling yourself that inhibit a passion expression of this artistic legacy? As you identify these fears, know that the best way to overcome them is through taking risks and going for it. If you already consider yourself an artist, what has stopped you from moving your creative expressions further out into the world? It's time to honor those urgings to seek the support of the ancestors for taking this risk and consistently set aside time to act on those internal promptings. After all, what have you got to lose? Okay, so to clarify the artist card, we have High Priest. Okay, and this is intend and create. Let me pull it up to y'all. Intend and create. And this energy, excuse me, this energy here is talking about, I've been getting this card a couple of times too. It says, align with the light and focus on all things positive. So I highly encourage you all to check out my lunar reading. It is bomb.com. So yes, please check that out because there's a message pertaining to the focus on all positive things within that message. And with this card, it says you are mystic with the capacity to connect with the energies that go beyond the human senses. Within you is a force of magic that is directed by your will. There's an opportunity for you to rise up at this time, but it requires dedication and discipline. Yes, please go watch my lunar cycle reading. I will have it in the info card at the top of the video, wherever it shows up. I will post that reading right there so you can go right to it afterwards. It's also saying you are being guided to look at what you're working on or at a situation before you determine where your priorities lie. If you are unable to figure that out, you must use your intuition and discernment to focus on what will bring you closer to your goal and happiness of everyone involved. When this card arrives, it's important for you to check in with your intuition, as it will give you guidance that will be important for your growth. Okay? Whoo, yes, please go watch my lunar reading message. And at the bottom of the deck is Shalom Master. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. If not, please forgive me. It says, be grateful in the movement and action. At the bottom of this card, that is the message. Now, the message within this card, it says, slow and steady. Breathe and flow, and take a gentler approach. This extended message is guiding you to flow like water, blow like air, and connect with your purest intentions. Don't feel you need to rush ahead. A gentler approach will be more fruitful and rewarding. Move with subtlety and grace. Reach high, but also ask yourself, how can you move with the flow of life rather than pushing against it? Do you have the capacity to refocus your gaze at this time? Can you slow down, or can you take more time to soften and breathe as you move forward? All of this will be incredibly beneficial for what happens next. And I feel like this is very true when you begin to, if you're an artist like myself and create, yes, you do have to slow your mind, go with the rhythm of the flow, because if not, there will be some blockages, creative blockages, and go within full intentions, whatever your heart is desiring at that moment when it comes to either manifesting or creating a project, or just if you're co-creating a human being in general. Just take the time, slow your mind, think happy thoughts, and also channel in what you want to bring into your life right now, and not what you don't want, okay? Because that all lies within that subconscious thought. It's time to reprogram it, all right? So that's the past energy here. The present energy is talking about explorer, adventure. So you see this individual here, she got her, this reminds me of the Ace of Wands energy, because she has a stick in her hand. This blue hat, look like she has a blue hat. Blue can represent some communication, just trying to find her purpose. Look like she's just trying to find a purpose, and she's also quieting her mind while she's in nature as well. So with this Explorer card, it is talking about, I'm gonna have to get some water from my throat because I've been talking all morning. With this Explorer card, it is talking about, you feel the predictability of your life, caught up in a revolving door of routine and boredom, punctuated occasionally with unexpected surprises that provide contrast between habitual and familiar cycle of your life. Feeling trapped in the ordinariness, you may even fantasize a way out of this prison-like feeling that crops up periodically. It's time to break out. Introduce some excitement to your relationships. Express your emotions more freely. Speak your truth without blame, shame, or judgment. Ask for what you want. Plan an adventure that challenges you to physically or mentally. Take up a musical instrument or enroll in a painting class. Stretch yourself, get out of your habitual routines, and relax the obsessive need to be in control. While you're at it, have some fun. So, lighten up your load, y'all. In the past, you were in that manifesting creative stage. Now it's time to sit back, let loose, and go with the motions, okay? Meanwhile, to clarify this Explorer card, we got She-Wolf, unleash the wild within. I've been getting this card a lot too. I'm like, dang, I'm be getting acquainted with between the High Priest card and the She Wolf card. Like, they both been popping out at me when I'm doing my own readings. But this message is talking about let your wild side up and out. Unleash your talents and your desires. It is also saying be rewild at this time, guided to reconnect with your rebellious heart, the part of you that likes to break boundaries and go beyond them completely. If you have been holding back on your hopes and dreams, you're being encouraged to chase after them now. Let the wolf energy within help you track down what direction you want to go in. And don't let any traps or hunters get in the way of your freedom or your growth. The life you want is here. Okay? It is here. You just got to tap into it. Tap in. All right. So at the bottom of the deck, we have Traveler. Move in a new direction. Okay? So you see this map in the background. And you see this individual here. She's about to go on her mission. She is about to seek whatever cultures or endeavors, whatever her heart is leading towards, she is going whatever direction is leading her. Now, this message is talking about welcome any opportunities to travel either to the outer world or in your inner world. It is also saying the road that you're on may be the road less traveled, but this journey is going to be highly beneficial for your emotional and spiritual growth. If it isn't about covering your distance, it's about covering distance within. And you'll be involved every single moment of it. Remember to keep things simple and to lighten your load, because that will make your journey more enjoyable. You're also being encouraged to see how far you've come and how you've really grown as a person, because this recognition will support you in going even further. And there's a good chance that along the way you'll make new friends who will become companions for a lifetime. Oh my gosh, y'all. If this message is really resonating with this lunar reading that I just did, please go check it out, y'all. I kid you not. This reading is definitely correlating with is definitely piggybacking from the other reading. It's just in the ancestral form and a little bit deeper, okay? All right, so that's what's going on in the present energy. You're in that explorer energy where you need to just go wow, wow, wow. Okay, that was in my cheerleading days, y'all. Excuse me. And of course, moving to the new direction. Be open to the new possibilities, the new opportunities that await you. Okay. Now, the future energy is passion, fire. Okay. So you see this woman here. She is playing her fiddle, her violin, and then there's fire in the background. So she is very passionate about what she is doing. Okay. She has found what lights her fire, obviously. Now, this card is talking about your passion has been misdirected into frivolous pursuits and stubborn addictive activities and or substances. It's time to redirect those pursuits and turn that power into what nourishes your heart and your soul. In doing so, you may not catch fire right away, but stay with it. Whether it's a project you've been longing to do, a creative expression with no attachment to outcome or approval from others, or joining a group of people with whom you have common ground. Sit down and make a list of a few things that really turn you on, that set your soul on fire. Then set very specific timelines for getting involved with those items on your list. Don't be shy or do it and see what happens. Call on this ancestor. He will help warm your heart and help you get the moving. And that's like grandfather fire with this card. It can be your worst enemy or your best friend. All right. So definitely this card is talking about Write a list of what lights your fire, what sets your soul on fire, and then act on it. Fire energy is all about action, okay? In general. That's either with the fire element or fire zodiac sign. They always in that action mode. Whatever they put their mind to it, they go through it full throttle. And this is what is needed in the future, is action. Action, taking action towards your passion, okay? And to clarify that, we have Lord. Take charge with authority, all right? And what this card is talking about here with our Lord, giving us Game of Thrones energy, this is... It is definitely giving an earthy energy as well. So maybe there is some grounding that is needed in order to get in order to, get into your passion. Is definitely grounding yourself. Okay, it says, don't be afraid to take charge or use your voice. Be strong. That is the message for this card. Extended messages is in regards to, sometimes you just have to take control in order to be honored. If you feel that your kindness or your gifts are being taken for granted, it's time to change that. There is no excuse for bad behavior, and ancestors are encouraging you to hold your ground and speak your mind in a fiercely loving way. You have the energy and might to overcome drama or energies that aren't working for your growth. It is time to take charge before you and find yourself in a situation that you want to be in. You are being encouraged to be the boss instead of being bossed. This card also brings the energy of ambition and can show you have the potential to move upwards on the professional level, but only if you act with authority and show who you really are. To clarify that, we have Peacekeeper, and she is all about let go of the need to be right, okay? Let go of the need to be right all the dang time, okay? So it says, choose peace and happiness over the need to be right, rather than trying to prove a point. Save your energy for what is important. The message is also saying you may be feeling on edge due to a stressful situation. There's a warrior within you that wants to rise up, prove your point, and get the truth across. But you're being reminded by ancestor wisdom that truth will always be revealed in the end. It's more important at this time to avoid arguments or heated discussions where you'll be fighting a losing battle. There's much more power in choosing to move forward from a higher perspective. This will allow you to connect deeply into the guidance within and the intuition that will lead you towards the healing of the whole situation, along with any wounds it may have inflicted on you. Choose peace. It's calling you. So, in regards to taking that action towards your passion, of course, channeling that Lord energy to take charge with authority, but be a peace. Find that balance of being a peacekeeper at the same time, because you don't have to be right all the time, okay? You don't always have to have the last word. And I know that's what a lot of people have a hard time trying to regulate, but it's definitely a thing. You don't have to have the last word all the time. All right, so, and at the bottom of the deck, we have the Trader card. Exchange energy to create abundance. That's all about that. That definitely piggybacks off that Peacekeeper energy when you let go of the need to be right and exchange that energy to agree to disagree. And that's how we are able to have debatable conversations, okay? Now, let's see what goddess energy that the god or goddess energy. It doesn't matter. You could just take the energy that resonates and leave what not. Okay. All right. So what goddess energy does the collective need to know about? Worthiness. You are worthy to be praised. Okay. At the bottom of the deck, resistance. The resistance is a shadow card. All right. So again, that piggybacks off of this. Let go of the need to be right. And when you begin to exchange the energy to create, when you resist, let go of the resistance and channeling this energy of exchanging energies to create abundance, then of course the sky is the limit. Now, with this worthiness card that came out, this is a solar plexus card energy. And what this goddess is asking the collective to do, 1 + 4 is 5. So 5 is dealing with changes, whether it's good or bad. So embrace the change that is happening within you. Okay. With this card, she is the temple of the warriors, and she is the bush element. So earth energy, as you are grounding and coming of yourself. Again, you embrace the change that is happening within you. So her guidance is stop hiding and shrinking and playing small. Stand tall like the majestic sycamore tree. You are mighty. Life does not need to be perfect for you to embrace your own perfection. And the embodiment for her is you matter. Worthiness is your veins. Accept yourself now. Your birth certificate says that we need your overflowing magic, joy, and vulnerability. And the most importantly, we need you. You are deserving and worthy. The beautiful parts of you that anyone likes are worth loving. The parts that you or others dislike are worth loving too. Your creator loves you unconditionally. And the declaration for this card, this goes for anybody. And it is, I matter. Okay? I matter. Just like you matter, your mother matters, your daughter matters, your father matters, your son matters, your uncle matters, your grandmother matters. You matter as well, okay? So keep saying that declaration, I matter. I matter. I matter. Because you do matter, just like everybody else matters. And to close off this reading with this sacred oracle creators, we're going to close it out with this sacred creator message. So what is the final message for today? What is the guidance for the collective today? What does the ancestors want the collective to know? Okay, fell on the floor. Overrate your intuition. And this is the number 2 card. Is definitely giving High Priestess energy within tarot. And at the bottom of the deck, choose who you are becoming. Choose the path, y'all. Choose your path so you can be able to grow. Because so you can be able to reflect and take control of your life. All right, that's definitely what the number 7 with numerology. Number 7 with numerology is all about reflection, control, and so forth and so on. So with this overrate your intuition, it's talking about overrate your intuition. Every single time this cheeky crystal ball is winking at you, which is talking about this little image right here. Quiet your mind and listen for the nudges of your soul. It is speaking to you, and it's time to pay attention to your gut reactions, hunches, and best guesses. When you tune in to the language of metaphor and dreams, you will notice the subtle signs that are continuously directing you, and your unconscious mind has some potent messages for you right now. If you run into an old friend or make a super serendipitous connection with someone, it is meant to be noticed. If something feels untrue, it is meant to be noticed. There are no coincidences at the moment, and your intuition is a powerful tool that is becoming even stronger. Bask in the knowledge that whatever you do next will be exactly right for you, as long as you check in with your heart and decide what feels good and what feels off. If something feels right, you won't be disappointed by the experience it provides. And the questions you can ask yourself is, what are your personal indications that your intuition is speaking to you? Number 2 is, where do you feel it in your body? And number 3 is, what does a yes feel like and what does a no feel like? And your last question is, can you think of a time that you choose not to trust your intuition and learn how powerful it actually was as a result? Okay? In other words, have you encountered a situation where you did not follow your intuition? And what was the outcome of it? How powerful was that outcome? All right? So, yes, that concludes this message for you all. I hope you enjoyed it. Feel free to comment down below on how this message resonate with you. If it does not, that's okay. There'll be more to come. Feel free to follow me on all my social media platforms at Honey Soul Child Bottega on Facebook and Instagram right now. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Go ahead and do it. And hit the notification bell so you'll know the next time I upload a video. Is there anything else that I have for you guys today? Let's see. Share the video to anyone and everyone who needs to hear this message, because sharing is caring, as always. And yes, that concludes the reading. Always remember to love thyself, know thyself, soothe thyself, so you can heal thyself. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.